Hello Billy, back at it again with another PC of the week with another late upload, but that doesn't stop me from making these every single Monday for you guys. So this week we have my own computer on the chart part list tonight. We have, as you see, here's the part list, and the total price comes out to $835. The total price that I bought this for was only $770 around last year. It's coming up to 1 year, which is insane. Anyways, I'm going to try to make these videos shorter because I think more people would like to watch it if it's shorter, so I'm just going to get straight into the point. So as you see here, this is not the original part list. I actually upgraded my graphics card and my case. Those were the only two things I upgraded. So once I got the two new things, I updated the part list on PC Part Picker, and this is what it came out to. So as you can see, I did change the prices for most of them of what I actually bought it for. So yeah, it might be even a little bit more once you try to if you buy this computer right now, it might even be a little more. But it's kind of crazy of how like cheap I got this computer, and it would definitely be more than like $835 probably, because since the RAM price is crazy right now. I don't know why. If I go to this right now, to the G-Skill, it's $100, and I got mine for $65. I do not know. I do not understand. Anyways, like I said, shorter video, so let's get straight into it. The first, I'm gonna tell you I'm also gonna tell you my like experiences with the computer and like what's not good about the computer. So first thing, we have an Intel Core i5-4690. This is a very good CPU. No overclocking limit, but that's still okay. The CPU is fine on its own. The only thing I would say is if you want to play literally, like, I'm talking about the top core hardcore games like Grand Theft Auto 5 and like Dirt Rally at max, I mean like max settings, the frame rate will drop because the CPU usage will hit 100% and will be in the deep 90s. I mean the deep 90s. So if you keep that in mind, and if you play lots of like just normal games, this is a great CPU. It can still play GTA 5 on like high settings like 60 easy, but once you really push it, it can't go really beyond GTA Ultra settings. So it's still a good CPU. Like I said, no overclocking, but it's still a really good CPU for video editing and all that stuff like that. I'm not really sure. $220. I don't think that's a great value today. Maybe you can go with the Skylake CPU, but I'm not really sure. So I'm just going off what is in my computer right now. The next thing, we talked about this before, Cooler Master Hyper 212 Evo. It's just a CPU cooler. This is one of the best on the market. It cools down. Everybody has this. I swear, everybody has these kind of CPU. Or the CPU cooler. It cools down. Everyone's CPU is really good. It's just really good for the price. About, if you can get it for like 25 to 30 bucks, oh man, it's a steal. Next thing is the motherboard, which is the ASRock H97 anniversary board, and it's a very good motherboard with lots of USBs, lots of fan headers, and just keep that in mind. If you want lots of fans, this is the motherboard to go. And it only has one graphics PCIe slot, so you can't run an SLI. I got this board for like, how much does it say here? $70, so it's not bad. It's still $70. The only thing I would say is the RAM's kind of slow. It's DDR3, which is still new, but compared to like a gaming enthusiast, it's technically old. Anything else? Not really. It's just a plain old motherboard, really. I just got this motherboard for the USB purpose, honestly, and the fan header purpose, honestly. Yeah, ASRock has a great BIOS. Somebody said that, and that's pretty much it. It's a ATX, so it's pretty long, and it can fit everything pretty well. The next thing we have is the G-Skill Ripjaws X Series 16 gigs. This is a 16 gig kit. $100 right now. Oh my Jesus. RAM though is so crazy. Nothing special, just the G-Skill, it looks really nice. I'm gonna show a picture probably like right now of what it looks like with everything together, like my graphics card, and the RAM actually looks really nice in this computer. So that's pretty much it. Plain and simple, 16 gigs, awesome for video editing. Definitely the 16 gigs is needed. Speed doesn't really matter for my purpose, but it's still RAM. Next thing is the WD 1TB hard drive, which everybody knows about. I don't need to go over this. 1 terabyte. I actually like almost filled this already, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Next graphics card is the EVGA GeForce GTX 1060 6 gig, worth about $240 on Newegg. It's a very good card. It has one HDMI, 3 display ports. I got a display port to HDMI so I can fit my other monitor, and it's just a very, very small card. I have no GPU sag like I with my old 380. It kind of runs hot. Maybe it might run hot in your house depending on your conditions and depending on your fan speed, but it's still a really cool card. One fan, really small, can fit in like any case pretty much. It's not like the biggest card, it's not the smallest card either. There's probably smaller cards honestly, but it's really good for the price. It's also super clocked, which is it's overclocked out of the factory. I didn't really notice anything, but you get what you get. So it's a good card anyways. Next thing is the Fantex Eclipse P400S. This is a great case. This is the most underrated case ever. I have like let's see here. Clearance for top. So I feel like this case is so underrated. Even like you look at the NZXT SG40, and like the front of it looks all bland and it's square and it's all glossy and metal, but this is plastic. It has an LED. It has like a curve to it. The fans, like there's a dust filter in these and at the bottom, and it's literally amazing. It's honestly such a good case. I love how I went with this case of the S340 because it's just so much better. There's an LED on top, 2 USBs, headphone and mic, and reset power button, and has a fan control header, which is amazing. And this case is only $80, so like definitely get this. It's really nice. It's amazing. It's just so good. But that's pretty much it for the case. Get it if you're looking for a case. Next thing is the EVGA Supernova NEX 650 watt gold certified. It's fully modular, which is so cool. So what I would suggest with this power supply and this case is, if you're looking for the good cable management behind the motherboard, or behind the motherboard, pretty much behind the case, there's not much cable management stuff in the shroud because the power supply is super long. I mean, it's really long, so you won't get much clearance and you won't get much clean cable management what's behind all the stuff. So that's the only complaint I would have is with this computer. Maybe the only complaint is the power supply is huge. It's just my fault. Like I could have got a smaller one, but I don't care now. Not many other complaints with this. That's pretty much it with this computer. I just wanted to run through the parts of it. Hopefully, if you guys want to get this computer, it's still definitely worth it. You can still play all your stuff. Definitely upgraded with the graphics card with the 1060. That is definitely needed. You could even probably go with a new CPU and motherboard if you really needed, but you're kind of changing the computer at that point. Maybe even I would have this case, 6700K, $120 motherboard with G-Skill RAM. That would look really nice, and this graphics card, maybe it would look really nice in this power supply. But you can do whatever you want with computers. You can completely change this list. So guys, if you enjoyed this, leave a thumbs up and stay tuned for my next PC of the week. Again, sorry for it being super late. Building out.
Hey guys, hope you really liked that video. And if you did, please
like, comment, share, and subscribe.
You should also check out our Twitter,
Facebook,
and Tumblr.
See you again soon!